Hello? I just...
Alright, I'll see you in there.
See you in there.
Whee! Wait, I'm actually gonna give them another couple seconds to get in. Now I go.
Mm-hmm. We're at ages. I'm playing Willow. Make sure all my stuff is on. Yeah, it is on. Okay. I'll give Merlin a second to run up there, because he just walked in. Who all is in here? A few people. I knew quite a few people. I need to fix that. I was like, it was in the ground. It was in the floor. Okay, I think we might be good to go in. I'm probably not going to be staying too late. I don't know. We'll see. Because I do have work in the morning, and it's already like 11:40. So, yeah. We'll see. I gotta figure out where they are. I think they're in the garden. I can't remember where the garden is. I know where the training room is. I know where the general room is, I think. I don't know where the garden is, though. So... There's nobody in this room. Sedge. Is it this way? That's to dorms. This is training room. Oh.
I'm going to assume this has to deal with your room.
Yeah. Yep.
It was not
Very
the
much so.
guard.
No. No. It was in the guard. Like I said, after some stuff, I wouldn't say I'm on, like, good terms with them. But we at least have...
They tried to kill you. Well, actually, they killed you.
Hello.
The guards, no.
Hello,
No,
just
I'm
hang out
saying
looking
I'm
for
not
someone?
on good terms with
Yes, Andrew. I don't know where they are currently. I don't come here that often.
Garden.
Where's the garden at?
Put me on a power.
I can show you quick.
Thank you.
No problem.
On the good side, though, I
Damn, stop.
found out some cool stuff.
These doors. And then fastest way would be to grab on to the railing here.
Okay. So this is
And through these doors. Yep. somebody said that they were in here.
That's good, dude.
They'll get back to their lives.
Hello there.
That's
I'm
awesome.
hoping to open up classes again pretty soon.
Hey there. Oh, hey Willow.
Hello.
A lot of new faces.
All right. Well,
But yeah.
we'll leave you guys to it then. Good to see you guys.
Sorry to.
Good seeing you,
sorry to
Crazy.
kind of
You
buzz you off.
been doing me?
Nah.
Understand if you want to focus on your friend for tonight, but if you ever want to have a bout, maybe in your next visit, totally done.
I thought you'd never ask.
I'll leave you with Andrew, and let me know when you guys start that fight if I'm still up, just in case for medic on standby.
It's got to give
I'd
us
be
the
money
whole
to see
tour,
that.
The whole experience.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not today.
I mean, I don't know how long this is going to take, and I don't want to rush it. But
Yeah,
if you see me
I don't
running
want to
about,
rush it neither.
Just grab me.
Look, I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to rush it neither. You guys do your thing, man.
For sure. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna dive back in.
Roger that.
So
Come
nice
on,
to
let's
meet you.
skedaddle,
Nice-
skadoodle.
Willow,
Okay, I think you just lost cool points.
Thought I'd come hang out for a bit. Haven't really been the best
Yeah,
the
sure.
past few days.
Yeah, no, you're all good. Just...
Aiden.
I trust
I
Willow.
saw you two.
She knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
already way too deep in on stuff. If it's what I think it is.
Well, it's nice to meet you. My name is Sen, and I was about to give, your friend a bunch of life advice.
I see.
So,
It's nice to meet you. I'm Willow.
now I'm not going to claim to know everything, and a lot of this is pretty generalized, but the big thing is you kind of take an idea or concept and you figure out what it means to you, and you fit it where you can. It's kind of a, you find your own balance. Okay? First off, getting stronger. If you're just going for how hard you can punch, then you're not going to do well.
Oh yeah, no.
On top.
And yeah. Didn't really finish what I was saying. Kind of learned that afterwards, and it was actually funny enough Yamsky who kind of made me realize. He said it's not about the power of the individual, but the power of the group. We all
That's fair.
are strong together.
So, here's the
Mhm.
thing,
Which
you're
is
still
bad.
kind of thinking on like a fighting standpoint. So what I'm going to ask you is, why do you need to be strong? Do you have a set goal that you're trying to do?
Well, guess my goal is to protect the mate rack.
Okay. So, here's the thing, do you know what that means? Like, do you know what, the end game of that is? Do you know when to stop?
I don't think there is a way to stop,
Okay.
honestly. You can't really
So
stop
that's where
protecting
I'm-
something.
No. It's about setting your own expectation for yourself. If you're just working on, I gotta be stronger, I gotta be stronger, I gotta be stronger, if you're constantly trying to one-up yourself, that's good. That is a good thing, right? But at the same time, it's gonna wear on you, burn yourself out. Sooner or later, you're gonna hit a point where, like, physically, your body just can't do anything more. And then you're gonna start looking at other things. Be like, okay, well, what if I get some chrome, aug myself up, now I'll be faster. Right, and like you're gonna start blurring the line of what's okay in order for you to take that next step forward of just being able to hit harder.
Yeah. Yeah, I know for the longest time I used to believe that I got a
idea
second.
of everything for power is the ideal of someone who does not realize that it's going to cost them everything.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I used to believe was I'd rather use my quote-unquote second chance to protect people's first.
And that's okay. That's a good thing that you're trying to do.
I threw self-preservation out the window in order to protect people.
It's a lot to say that you're gonna die for something, but you should be more so focusing on living for something.
Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee that anyone that you talk to would rather that you come home. If you do go down doing something that you thought was right, then I'm sure they'd understand. Most people would understand.
Yeah,
No matter what, they're going to prefer that you come home.
Yeah, I know that. I've been told that so many times.
Then is that?
Well, I lost my
is that
arm
something
for it.
Is that something that you think that you're actually doing? Or are you still kind of reaching farther than you think you should?
Honestly, I don't know.
And that's alright. It's okay not to have all those answers, because half the time we're just kind of making it up as we go, right?
Yeah.
But so long as you kind of, you understand the fact that your priority should be coming home, then you're okay. No.
I'm gonna
Being
stop you
strong-
there, though. Honestly, I don't
yeah.
believe that's my priority. My priority is to get everyone else home.
You're part of everyone. It's up to you whether or not you believe that. There's always going to be someone bigger. There's always going to be someone stronger. There's always going to be someone who might be not even close to you in overall strength, but they'll have like just the right flavor of something that'll just take you right out, no matter what you do. There's always going to be someone out there who can beat you. And trying to prepare to be perfect against everything is only going to be something that drives you crazy. So, an important thing is to set a goal for yourself. Mark something that, okay, this is my normal. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. It's something that bodybuilders do, actually. They set a fixed goal for themselves, whether it's a weight, like their own body weight, or like how much they want to be able to lift. And they set that goal, and they just work on keeping it at that. And then once they're there for a while, they reassess, and life changes. Your body changes, we get older. We want different things. And you can reassess what that goal is as you go. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And what that does, it helps you keep in mind how big your world is. And helps you remember what you stand for. Like when you set that goal, you're deeming what's okay. What you're willing to do. That way you don't go too far. Because the last thing you want is someone else getting hurt, right?
Yeah.
Being strong for the sake of being strong actually makes you a lot weaker than you know. And it's going to hurt your social life too. Really bad. So, that's the arm one. You got a minute to digest that?
No, you're good.
Okay. How you feeling?
Well, for the arm stuff and all that, I already heard dozens of people say kind of the same thing you already said.
Oh, that wasn't the question. Whether or not you learned something new.
And
What was
I
asking is,
know.
How are you feeling right now? Am I being too much?
With the
Or is it okay for
arm?
me to keep going? I mean, just talking to you. I'm telling you a lot of things. I'm kind of telling you how to run your life.
No, yeah, no, you're fine. You're good. I know what you're trying to offer advice, and that's what I asked for.
All right. You have the full right to tell me to shut the fuck up. Just making sure that's clear. As for the memory thing.
Yeah.
You told me that you were a rich kid. Told me that you went through that playground. Told me you got out, met people, made a life.
That's
So
the thing. I
just
don't
think about
even
that.
know if that's real anymore.
Cool. You wanna know the secret?
What?
Who you were yesterday doesn't matter. At all. Everybody fucks up. Everybody changes. something hits you really fucking hard, it's up to you to decide how much of that moment you're going to keep carrying with you. How much you're going to let it run your life, or how much it's going to slow you down. Like, if let's say I wear a blue shirt and it's like super ugly. I'm not implying you. I'm not. Alright, and let's like say everyone tells me that blue shirt is super ugly. Am I going to live my whole life being afraid of the color blue? Probably not. Right? Like, you know, like, you get over it at a time after a while, but let's say I do. Let's say I let that moment, that worry of me making a mistake, or maybe not even a mistake, but what that person said to me, what that person did to me, if I let that run my whole life, then I'm going to be living a lot less of a life. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Okay. Where do you live?
Meat rack.
Cool. Got a job?
Security, head of security and bounty hunter.
What'd you, say your friend's name was? Willow?
She's
Yeah.
still here, yeah.
How long you been friends for?
Probably like 4, 5, 6 years, something along those lines.
Must be a damn good
Oh.
friend.
I only remember 2.
It was before
So
your
it's the same.
memory was gone.
Yeah, and you know what? He came back,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
He's your friend now.
Mhm.
And the fact that you're sitting here and, you know, helping him go through this, that shows that he means a decent chunk for you.
Mhm.
All the things. Actually, I got another question. What do you do for fun? Play games? Listen to music? Read books? Work out? Drink with the boys? Anything? Got a hobby?
Honestly, it's the only thing that's not like bounty hunting or whatever would be just taking care of the
That's-
animals.
Yeah, okay.
But otherwise, it would be bounty hunting.
I'm not sure that
Like
bounty
it.
hunting is a fun hobby, but it's a job.
You have your collection.
That wasn't mine. That's the thing. That was Shiv's. Or I guess
How
it
about we
was
focus
mine,
on
but
the animal tending? Because that's really nice of you. That's fulfilling. It's relaxing at times. So, right now, the person I'm talking to is a friend of mine, who I'm hoping I can call my friend after this. Longtime friend of Willow here, friend of Andrew, who takes care of animals, does what he can to clean up the streets. And as far as I know, you try to do what you think is right for people you care about. Am I missing on any of that?
Mm,
Okay. So here's the thing. Everything I just reamed off right there, none of that matters from who you were even last week. Because that's who you are right now. Up before you knew about the memory thing, were you chill? Did you worry about what happened before?
Not really.
Then there you go. Yeah, sure, maybe you did something. Wanna know the best part about it? Maybe you didn't. So, you can either spend the rest of who knows how long looking at books and trying to find security footage and witnesses or whatever for something that may have never happened, or you can keep looking forward instead of backward and keep building on the things that you're already working on. So do you want to build up or do you want to tear down?
I don't
That's
know.
up to you. Like I said, it's up to you how much of it you want to take with you. It's always going to be there, yeah. But if you can just leave it at the curb, keep walking, sooner or later you're going to forget it's there. At least the feeling will go away. You'll feel a bit lighter for it.
Honestly, I think you might be in the minority thinking. When I got out of the playground, I asked quite a few people who apparently knew me. And the question I asked was they would rather have me or me when I called myself Shiv back in the gang. And over half of them said they wanted Shiv.
They wanted the gangster.
Yeah.
Whispers, you said, right? Saphira gang?
mm-hmm.
Kinda, but
Infamous terrorist group?
Mm-hmm.
apparently I was part of
Pretty
a group
sure
who left that group.
Pretty sure they turned District 0 into a war zone. Still
Mhm.
is right
Yeah.
now.
Well, it was part of a
That's the
group who
person they
didn't
want
like
back?
that group called the Fallen.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than being a guy who's doing security at the meat rack, they want you to be the gangster again. The person that you changed away from.
6 out of the 10 said yeah. Well, even one of the people that was supposed to protect me or raise me or whatever said so too. So I had to deal with that for a while, a long
You're
time.
talking about, like, just the name? Or the things you used to stand for?
I don't know, but all of those skills that he had, that Shiv had, I inherited. How to kill. But I instinctively know where all the pressure
So,
points
6 out of the 10
and
people
arteries are.
that were there want you to be a murderer.
I am a murderer.
You don't have to be. You can do bad things and turn yourself around. Is that going to fix it? Is that going to erase what you did? No. Those people are gone. But that doesn't mean that you can't make the world better again. That doesn't mean that you tear more holes in the world around you just because you were good at it. It kind of goes back to the whole being strong for the sake of being strong thing. And just back in the hallway, you were talking about how those Heaven's Reach guys are not really worrying about, like, the morality of what they're doing, restraint. Pretty sure we were on the same page there. I can't tell you how to live your life. But if you just do the things that you're good at, then it probably isn't going to be the things that you want. Yeah, you'll be doing things, doing them well, but it'll feel empty.
That's
Just
the
doing it
thing.
because you have to.
I like being good at things. It's the only thing I am good at. I'm trying. Yeah, I know.
Now this is a way of the warrior thing. Okay.
Is it? Is this what it is? I just call it being a monster.
Which is exactly why you shouldn't follow that path. If you are calling yourself a monster, then that's proof that you are not okay with what you're doing. That right there is motivation of why you should change.
Well,
Why you shouldn't
that's
go
the
back
thing.
to that.
I think that's a problem. I don't
That you're not okay
feel
with it,
bad about being a monster.
but you know it's a bad thing.
I don't know if
That
it's a
word
bad
alone.
thing.
The word monster is something that we use to generalize something that we're afraid of but don't understand. Something that's destructive or threatening in some way. So that we can just kind of lump it in with it being something we should get rid of. Something that we don't need to understand completely and just make go away. You know, monster under your bed, in your closet. That thing in the shadow.
I am the shadow.
We call them monsters because back then we didn't understand. We didn't know what was in there. And then Mom would come in and flick on the light and we'll see, oh, there's nothing in the closet. Just ended up hanging my hat off the broom and I thought it looked like someone. What you need isn't to punish yourself, it's to shed light on what you're actually doing. What you need right now isn't strength, it's understanding and self-awareness. A lot of soul searching. Recommend just talking to people. It's a big one. Just tossing words around helps a lot, actually. Stuff like this. Meditation can help, but I don't think you're the type who likes sitting still for a long time.
No,
Don't strike me with that vibe.
I can't.
Yeah, figured. So for you, I'd recommend long walks. Go up and down a mountain trail. Go to the beach, go swimming. Enjoy nature. Enjoy the world. Turn off your phone. Or at least get off social media for a few days.
Apparently I don't have a phone. It
Well,
broke.
that works. Cool. Don't be in a rush to get back to wire back up.
Yeah, I have
'Cause
to
what that-
use the console at home.
Yeah, that's fine. But that's just when you get home. Don't check your email, check in on people. That's fine. You're not worrying about it every second, every moment.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just
You're worried about
biggest, honestly, thing is I know what I was back, or at least what I think I know what I was, according to people. But I'm also worried what I'm becoming. What people want me to be. What I'm being pushed to become. I don't know. I don't know
if you're doing something simply for the sake that someone else is telling you to, then you shouldn't. If your heart isn't fully into what you are doing, that is all the sign that you should stop. Learn, look around, reassess, and then decide which way to go. understand the world around you, you need to understand the people you are helping with. And in order to truly protect something, you need to be able to empathize with.
Yes, we love
Pain
mountain
is a
walks in
teacher.
Sophia.
Yeah,
The instinct
I
to
know.
wait, and the instinct to know when to stop. Physical pain and emotional pain are both just as valid as the other. It tells us to stop and to rest and to learn so that we do not hurt ourselves again. To pursue strength at the cost of numbing your own emotions and wiping away your empathy is a common way of a warrior forging themselves and their emotions into simply a weapon to cut as swiftly and as sharply. But this is just a way of destruction. Instead, we focus on embracing our emotions, our fears, accepting what makes us happy, what makes us angry. And by embracing our emotions, we can still be a part of the world that we try to protect. And by understanding those people, we motivate ourselves to push harder than we ever could alone. Thus is the way of Psalm. Pain is a teacher, and I have come to learn. What matters is what you learn from this. Not who you were yesterday, not what you did, but who you're going to be tomorrow. And what you're going to do about it right now. So, be real, that's about all I can do. Like, that's the long and short of it. Either you can TLDR, either you can keep kicking yourself in the shin or in the side when you're down. Keep beating yourself up and attacking yourself. Or you can accept what happened happened. Can't change it. It's in the past, you know. Eventually you gotta take a step forward. That's my reality show doctor moment. On to our
You
next
picked a
expert,
good one of
Joe.
those.
Yeah.
You can make a lot of money doing that.
I mean, not really out for money.
I know.
Mind if I ask a question then?
It's always okay to ask a question.
The thing I'm afraid of is what if I want to become the thing that I'm being pushed towards? What
You're
then?
afraid of wanting to be a bad thing?
What Malleus
That's the
wants me to
question.
be.
Do you want to help Malleus? Do you want to help with everything that guy stands for? Because I can tell you a lot of things
Oh.
I've seen what that guy can do. None of it's good.
The thing is, though, we want the same thing.
I doubt that.
He wants a Zephyra that's peaceful, that's actually all, like, connected with nature. He wants peace.
Have you seen what he does to people?
But hi, hello. But the thing is, we have different ways to get to that.
That circles back round to setting a goal. You deciding for yourself what is okay for you to do to achieve that goal. You set rules. You draw a line.
Yeah.
If McKay told you that you could make someone's life perfect, guarantee their happiness, you know, live a full life, happy life, they'll find love, they'll grow old, they'll live peaceful, it'll be fulfilling and exciting and great, everything perfect. For that one person to have a perfect life. Do you take away the lives of 100 who are trying everything they can just to get by?
In that
pretty crazy
scenario,
number.
no.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy number, right? Okay, let's cut it down. How about 50? 50 people for one guy to live a perfect life.
And the thing is, he wants everyone to have
No, he
that
doesn't.
perfect life.
No, he doesn't.
It's the one thing that he is as truthful as he is with about. He's not lying when he said that. That's what I know. But how he's getting to that state is not right.
Okay. Alright, you haven't
won't kill
completely lost your
people.
mind. I thought I lost you for a minute.
No, no, no.
Okay. Right. Look. this is kind of what I'm already talking about, what I already told you. His goal is to fix everything. That alone's crazy. Not to mention, what does he call perfect for people? I guarantee, like, even just out of the four of us, we probably don't want the same things. He's got this huge goal, and a few of us know for a fact that he's willing to do things I never even imagined you could do to someone. That's what he's drawn is okay. It's okay
Trust
for
me,
you to
I
want a
know.
good thing. It's okay for you to want to help everyone. But what is going to define you is how far is too far. A few months back, Slade, he said enough is enough. Literally brought hell on earth.
He
50,000
killed a lot of people.
50,000 dead in the day.
Well,
And fuck him for it.
okay.
Yeah.
Because he decided that was an okay cost for his goal. That's what I'm talking about. Me? Absolutely. I want to fix things. I want to clean up the city. I want people to live safe. Totally, I can absolutely agree with that. Am I willing to kill somebody for it? Someone innocent? Hell no. Am I gonna go into the streets and gun down every gangster I see? Fuck no. Because I know it's more than that. Have I killed? Yeah. But they were people who I gave every chance. And they chose to keep going. And I still don't like it. I worry, not every day, but pretty often, that I'm going to become like the people I learned from. People who turned out to be fucking monsters. Does that mean that I am that? I don't know. But I know that's not okay with me. So I'm gonna do what I can to avoid it. I can keep saying this over and over for you, buddy, this is what I think is right. This is how I run my life. It's not you. Just understand what happens if you go too far. Don't think there's really anything much I can add on to that. Okay. I think I'm really bumming out your friend over here. Sorry that this is your first impression of me, miss.
That's fine.
Pretty
Had
heavy moment.
deep conversations like this before, so it's okay.
Okay. So my name's Sen. I work here.
I'm Willow. It's nice to meet you.
And you seem chill. I'd like to talk to you and hang with you proper sometime. Especially if you get along with these schmucks.
Of course. I wouldn't mind.
I'm a schmuck to you.
It's a joke.
Ow.
I can call you a million other things.
You could.
True.
Some of them in languages you don't understand.
You could.
Good.
I could use Google
That's just
Translate.
I would just call you Chucklefuck then.
It's a good one.
Chucklefuck's pretty good. Most people like that one.
Mm.
So, now, we can either stew on how we just talked about something super fucking heavy and let that rule the rest of our day. Or we can take a breath, take a break, rest, and try to cheer the fuck up. What do you think about that?
If you don't mind, I might want to think on it for a second.
You do you, boss. Garden's pretty good for stewing. Just don't let it turn into sulking. I'm gonna walk around a bit.
Yeah, sure.
If you need me, you know where to find me.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you got my number.
I do, actually.
Pretty sure, yeah. Back when we were at the meat rack, I think we swapped contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah. I hope to see you around, miss.
Love to see you around as well.
I'll let you get some air.
Yeah, that's funny. We're in space. Sorry, I didn't really have much to add. Sen's kind of good at giving advice. At least I think so.
He's a good guy. But
He's more than a good guy. He's fucking icon. I mean, I would offer some much more practical advice. Well, it's more of an offer or anything like that. You know, I know some guys that could get us some supplies, and we could go back to that museum and find out some more things. That's just an offer, though.
maybe. Did you? Even if I'm not a monster, I will become one again.
Only if you let yourself.
Eventually I will lose that empathy.
You can relearn. Hell, have you seen children? We're not born with that shit.
It's already hard to feel right now. To be truthful, it's been hard for a couple weeks. Actually, a couple months. I don't want to lose it. But I am. Made a lot of valid points, ones that I already knew. But when he was talking at the start about the whole thing, it kind of felt called out.
Yeah, he has a habit of doing that.
Yeah. Don't know if it's bad or not, but I still remember the first person I killed without remorse. That was Maelstrom. They tried to rob the Ripon ship, but they were driven out, and at the very end, as they were about to leave, they pulled out their gun. And without thinking, I ran forward and stabbed him through the heart. And I didn't feel bad about killing him. And then when I asked about it, everyone said that's how it is. That's normal.
It feels like it shouldn't be normal. I get that.
Yeah.
But, you know, you were protecting people. And he wasn't gonna stop. So, you did what you had to.
Yeah.
Nothing really to feel bad about there.
Yeah. I think it's just the problem that I like bounty hunting. Or for the reasons why I like bounty hunting. There's the boring ones. Like just knocking on a door, saying, "Hey, you forgot your cart date," and they're like, "Oh, whoops, misplaced the day," and then you escort them to the cart room.
Hmm.
Then there's ones, or it's a group of us, gang outposts. They got caught in a crime. They got identified. And then we're sent to hunt them. I don't know if it's either the thrill of the hunt, if it's knowing that we're getting them off the streets. I can't tell.
Could be both.
Yeah. That's the thing with McKay. Compared to most people, he's at least trying to help. Compared to most other people we talk to and meet.
I feel the way that he goes about it, though, can be wrong. But there is that part where he was trying. And I seen that. And unfortunately, this isn't the first case I've seen someone do it. I just don't want it to go down that same path.
Yeah. Honestly, there's a small part of me, like, I think what's left of the whole part of me, I think we can actually get him to see how to do things a better way.
I'm not sure.
I just don't know if he knows or realizes it. What it means.
That date that I wanted to do with him, we still plan to do that, but a part of me was going to ask him anything of his past and see if anything would come up. And I would also bring up parts of my past. Because I felt like maybe this is just from my perspective. It could have been something from their past that caused them to become the way that they are. For my grandpa, it's the person I was speaking about that did the same things, except he took it too far. Or he started changing people and mutations, and then he had this idea that he wanted to control parts of people to try and kill the entire world so that he could rebuild it to make it better. Because a god told him to. But from what I know, in his past, he was abused heavily. It was forced upon to do things that he never wanted to do by his own dad. So it changed him into what he was. And that's what I want to figure out with McCabe. That's what changed him. Something. But there's also the cost that some people may never be fixed. But it depends. on the case.
Yeah. Well, he calls me his son already. I know for a while, or at least at the start, it was more like, felt kind of like a joke. But after talking to him, it felt nice. When I think about my actual parents, I don't feel anything. I don't know if that's my own doing, I don't know if something else, but what I do know is Sparks is my sister, regardless of blood. And I view Oops as my brother, because I know he cares. He saved me multiple times. Huh. Guess Son was right. I think I know what I want to do.
What's that?
I want to try to see if he can realize if there's better ways to get what he wants.
And if there's not? Well, if he doesn't?
I'll have to keep trying. Because it's the same thing with Oops. I refuse to believe that one of us will have to kill the other. I don't remember who or what I was before. But what I do know killing McKay is out of the picture. Too much bad stuff will happen if that's the case.
So what? You want him to go to? Want to go to jail? Want to set up Mr. McKay for some rehab?
No, that won't. Remove McKay will bring disaster. There's too many things. But
So then what?
we have to show him a better way. We have to keep trying until it does work. Just the amount of things he scares away, he holds back, the things he has locked up. He's nothing compared to those horrors.
Hmm.
Well, just look on Metagram.
Really?
People posting about genocide that they've committed.
What?
Yeah, have you not seen Metagram? Or heard any rumors about Orlando Saka or
Actually,
about
I'll be
anything
honest,
that has
I
happened to the
kind of
like,
forgot about
the
Metagram.
world? Yeah, there's people who boast about killing people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know that.
Or like slaying great beasts.
Mm-hmm.
And there was someone who was boasting about genociding an entire population. Apparently he actually did do it, so... stuff like that.
Oh, wait, no, I did see that. Yeah.
Or like people inciting riots. Killing lots of people. Or someone even inviting a demonic incursion. Just cuz. We could just get him to change how he does things. Have him realize what he's doing is not the way to do it.
Well, I hope you're right.
Like, I'll look at Sparks. I hate to say it, but I did spy on her once I first learned about her and all that. But when I learned that she's his daughter, because yeah, that's how we got introduced. Sparks and I literally walked up to us when we were at the onset, and he's like, "Hey, Aiden, meet your new sister." I'm like,
Oh.
"Huh?" And yeah, that's how I met Sparks. But yeah, I investigated and seen what if he did anything to her. No, he goes to school. He likes baking. Sometimes he's not there, but so it was with my father.
Same here.
Yeah, he treats her like his daughter. Even then, apparently, he even took her out to get ice cream. And does stuff like that all the time. So if son's right. And if you're right, Willow, I believe McKay can change. Doesn't even need to change his entirety. Just realize what he's doing is
Wrong.
not causing people happiness. I don't think the whole right and wrong thing really works anymore in this world. Technically, by society standards, killing someone's wrong, regardless of the circumstance, but we still have to do it. Well, even in self-defense. If someone mugs you in the middle of the street, you punch someone to get them off you. They fall the wrong way, hit their head on a curb. Is that wrong? Is that self-defense? Is that his fault? Was it your fault?
Depends on who the guy was.
Exactly. Different if the guy was fresh college student, too much debt, need money to pay for a surgery compared to Maelstrom gang member just doing it for fun. By society standards, shouldn't matter. But we all know that's not the case. Because I want what he wants. The fear of being a nice place to live.
It's a nice thing to think about.
Yeah. Nature and man in harmony.
Call
Not
me a
even needing
pessimist,
the-
but I don't think it's ever really gonna happen.
Maybe not. Maybe not anytime soon. But if the past doesn't matter, why should it stop us from trying? Well, that's what we want for the meat rack. Nice place to live. Able to grow trees in a mega building. Well, we almost made that a reality at the auction last year. But some random wizard bought the stuff and never even touched it again.
You should steal that.
Yeah. I tried looking for the druids that the staff was made by. Gone.
Mm. Fucking rich people.
Yeah. Not even the rich people. It's the assholes that are rich.
You have to be an asshole to be that rich.
I was that rich, and I would like to believe I wasn't an asshole. At least from what I remember, if it was even real or not.
You were born into it. It's a bit different.
Yeah. Someone that was also born into that, it's not technically an asshole. You're just born into that life.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't call yourself an ass.
It's also interesting hearing a lot of people's different opinions on how to live life and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That is very optimistic.
Mm-hmm. He is a glass all the way full kind of guy.
Yeah.
I like him though. Refreshing.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. Just parts of me wonders what he's gonna do when he is faced with a difficult choice.
I've seen it. He pulls through.
What was the choice?
It's a hidden story.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Also, by the way, I don't know how much I'll be around this weekend, but I'll try and come around as much as I can to the meat rec. I'm kind
me
of
too.
supposed to be on a medical rest because Wednesday kind of went through a really heavy thing where I was at the warehouse. I started to have a headache and back pain, and it got worse as it continued. Eventually, I started bleeding from my eyes, my nose, and my ears. And then I passed out.
Are you good?
That's normal, but not that normal. Because
Okay.
I don't know how. Okay, whenever I use my psionics, that happens. It can be worrying because we think, at least whenever me and husband were together, he thinks that it's possibly trying to kill me, which is probably true, and I probably need to sit down and talk with someone and figure out something for it. But I didn't really use my psionics on Wednesday, so it just kind of happened. So I'm figuring something in my mind happened, which was more than likely the case, considering whenever I passed out, I woke up in my mind in the same place that I've always gone to, but only whenever I'm dreaming, which is really odd that I immediately went there, especially whenever I was passing out. And now I have an entirely new form. I'm still
Got a new one?
an aberration, yeah,
Hmm.
but it's different now. I can change into it, I can change out, but it's very painful still sometimes.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I have like spider legs on my back that come out and they move around
What?
and everything.
Okay, that's a little
That's sick as
different.
fuck. That's cool. What? I mean, unless you're scared of spiders, and that kind of sucks, but pretty cool.
And then I also have like 2 like spiked horns. We don't know what I am currently, and I'm kind of terrified to figure out what I am right now. But I don't know what sort of aberration I am. So I'm really scared, especially after that. And I've tried speaking to 3 other people in this world that are the same thing as to what I am. They don't even know. And they're also scared.
Hybrid buddies.
I love it.
Hybrid buddies.
All I know is if I have the willpower, I'll still be. But I don't know if I have the willpower or not, which I think kind of insinuates that I don't.
The willpower to do what?
Me staying me whenever this completes, I guess.
Mm. I guess we'll see if it'll keep you the same or if you'll change or other things.
At least it gives me hope. Me getting to stay be me. That's enough.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, at least it used to be. Because that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to find out. What is the me to keep me being me? That's the whole conundrum. I was trying to explain it earlier, but Sun kind of kept going.
Yeah, he's a little hard to stop sometimes.
Yeah. How can I be me when I don't even know who I was? That was the question.
If you're talking about the you before the memories, I would say to not worry about that, because from what it seemed like, it's something that I don't think you... It is part of you, but it was a different version of you, but it is now whole as one with you. I think the you should focus on, if you want to stay true to who you are, is who you have been after the memories coming out of the playground, who you've become from then till now.
Yeah. I
Yeah, like, you know, what if you were an asshole? Like a grade A douchebag. Do you really want to go back to that?
What if I knew what happened to my brother?
Might have.
I mean, you can learn that now.
I tried.
I
Nothing.
do have a question. Have you figured about possibly trying to take someone that is a psionic with you into your mind to try and find that part?
I asked Dakota a while ago, but we've kind of been busy.
Mm.
I've been trying to make ends meet, trying to take as many bounties as I can. And I know Dakota's
she's-
been at her shrine a lot.
I think she's here right now, actually. If you want to go talk to her.
Yeah, we just
Just
have to
me-
plan a day when.
Me and her,
possibly
we
who
did
to
a,
take.
we did a little mind thing, me and her, for my stuff. Kind of nice, honestly. Figure out a whole bunch of shit. Or, well, not a whole bunch of shit, but one really important thing.
Yeah.
Mhm. I should actually practice that at some point. Trying to walk through mindscapes and stuff. I mean, I already did it with her to a whole. No!
No!
My child, no. Okay, anyway.
I hate the flux, man. All my homies hate the flux.
I hate it too, I'm gonna cry. Do we wait? Do we just...
Dude, I think we do. I think.
So how's your day, man?
So how have you been?
It's gonna be one of those nights.
So what happened?
Nothing.
Hey,
Nothing.
what are you guys talking about? Nothing happened. I'm
You've
still
been
laying
here
down.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Fuck. Hmm.
Well, you know the facility where they did it. Was there like a... There wasn't any like self-destruct sequence or any bullshit like that when you got out, was there?
Huh?
No, it was already abandoned. And that's the thing, too. That's another question that you kind of have to think about. Why did he want me to go there?
Oh, he said go check out the basement.
Yeah,
That.
yeah.
That's a good question.
So that's why I want to ask. Because apparently, the playground is a test. And I passed.
Okay.
Oh. Was it a test to see if you changed?
I don't know.
Mm.
Apparently, the playground is a test. And those who fail the test get sent to Marlowe.
Who?
What?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's off my... Huh.
And yeah, so people who pass, I don't know. I don't know what happens, honestly. I got traded out. I mean, it's probably a good thing I did, but I don't know about...
I guess you'd stay there?
All I know is the person who traded me out is happy at the IZCA. She's living her life with people that are kind to her. And that she is happy.
Dude.
And then when I asked, as I said earlier, well, even Sarah kind of said that she wanted Shiv back instead of me.
I think it's because a lot of people knew Shiv, and I think a lot of people didn't know Aiden, and because of that, I think people were scared because we didn't understand why or what was happening, and we thought that maybe this was for a bad reason. But the more that I've come around to hang out with you and stuff, I don't think it was for bad. I think it was to try and take something that maybe was not bad, but there, and trying to change it into something good. Even if to some people it seemed bad.
Yeah. All I know is that it kind of hurt. And that's why I don't want people to go to Anna and say, oh, you were this and that and all that. And then Marge burst in and apparently said all that of like, oh yeah, you know, you're not Anna, you're Anne, you're all this, you were an ex-gang leader. This poor woman.
Do you think the test in the playground is for those that he decides that he wants to change to be put back into society is good, and if they can't figure out how to change them into that good, they take them to Marlowe?
I don't know. There's so many things I need to ask him.
Same. I had a question for you actually, because I would be too terrified to ask him. Have you heard anything about... I heard this from... I can't remember if it was from Marge or someone else, but someone had told me that they've heard McKay say at one point that his family hated him. I don't think he means you or Sparks or Oops, but I think they meant past family. And I didn't know if you knew anything about that.
No, but I'll ask him. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. There had been something, if there was something.
That's what
He
I
wants a
wanna know.
family. A happy family.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, he worried me whenever he was in my mind, and the house that he had and everything, and the doll that he made of himself. I was a bit worried, but it took me time to understand what that actually meant. I get that.
Yeah.
It's weird, because that was also the same thing that I always wanted, was a happy family. And I still want that, but that'll probably never happen. It's one person I thought I'd have a happy family with. Doesn't want to talk to me at all. So
Yeah.
I guess sort of given up on that.
I don't think you should. I think everyone could have a happy family.
No. My daughter,
I mean,
she's...
you have your daughter, right? Yeah.
I do, but I barely get to see her anymore after hearing that she's been running around with someone that apparently looks like her dad that passed. I don't know if she hates me. I don't know if she dislikes me. I've thought about trying to talk to her, but she shuts down and says that she wants to go do something else. And she'll go do that. I want a happy family someday, but...
Wait a minute. How old is your daughter again?
She's 15. Should be 15 now, I think.
Huh.
Funny enough, whenever I was still pregnant, McKay even came up to me and started trying to talk to me about my pregnancy. And that the purple lotus. This was, I think, after Shane left. And then he died a week after Jasmine was born. I just kind of thought about trying to not focus too much on trying to have happy family right now, because I just don't think that'll ever come about with everything that's happened, so.
Yeah.
I'd rather get everything else resolved first before ever having another child.
I
What
think
do
you
I
should,
think
you
of-
should still hope for it.
Yeah.
Don't give up on it.
It's kind of hard to hope for. It's kind of sad thinking about it now, but I get called a Black Widow a lot, which is basically a woman that's a husband killer or partner killer.
That's shitty. By who? Do you know names?
Quite a few people in my life have called me a Black Widow.
Do you know addresses?
No, I do
I'm
not
gonna take
know.
down addresses.
No.
Yeah, do you know where their mailboxes are? I mean, a good pipe bomb
Yeah,
in there would work perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what'll fit in there.
Or even better, an envelope filled with a funny substance that starts with the letter A.
Well, I feel like in a way that, I don't know, maybe they were right, because literally
No.
my
What?
new
Don't
form
think
is
like that.
fucking spider legs, and it looks like Black Widow spider legs. So I feel like it's just a curse at this point. That any person I'll ever fall in love with will just die or will walk away or something of the sort, so I don't know.
Want to hear my hot take?
I don't think that's true.
Sure.
You have those spider legs now because you're believing them.
That's what someone else said too.
I could see that. I don't know much about psionics, but I know
It's
it's
the
a lot
very,
about
yeah, it's the most
power over
obvious,
mind.
but... Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't know.
at least that's what Sakota was telling me about it.
I thought it could have also been maybe with whatever creature I am, but... Or whatever fucking creature thing, whatever my bob. I don't know.
You know, I'm in a similar boat. I have claws now. Don't even have nails anymore. Did you know I used to paint my nails black?
Why?
So, there was
Tell
a
me that
woman,
one.
a lady, a
There
girl,
always is. It's always a girl.
my sister, older sister.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I painted my nails because of her.
Hmm.
JC.
That's
Or-
kind of nice.
Once she started calling herself her full name again, Jasmine. Which is weird to think about because
You know, I was just about to say, she was
Yeah.
actually the one that told me to name my daughter Jasmine. So I named her Jasmine because of
Yeah.
JC.
and Hamsky's
That's cute.
now
Yeah.
technically ex.
Has you dated your sister?
Not by blood, but effectively yes.
Damn.
Hmm.
I'm so sorry.
I consider Hamsky a brother. He's like the older brother. Toronto's the middle brother, and I'm the younger brother. So Hamsky and I team up to pick on the middle brother. That's kind of how the dynamic and relationship works. It's great.
Also, another thing I wanted to add on, you wanted to be the edgy child of the family. So you painted your nails.
I can see
like-
that. I can see it. I can kind of see it.
Hey, I'm not even wearing the knives right now, okay? You know what? Fuck it. I still have them because they're technically an accessory. They're happy.
I'm so proud of you.
Hey, I got them. I got to bring them into like exclusive places where no weapons are allowed. I said, "Oh yeah, they're,
I
they're an
saw you at the
accessory."
spa
Mhm.
with these. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
No one saw that.
I didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was wild. They let you bring those in. Like they patted me down hard in that spa.
Look, granted, like the security there, aka Hermes, is he's kind of my mentor.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
friends in high places. Fair enough.
Yeah, when I first got my bounty hunting license, we were celebrating at the Lotus, and he was there, and he offered to train me to become a good bounty hunter. And an old bounty hunter, you don't say no to. They know the business and they know it well enough to live.
Yeah.
There is no old bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Honestly, at the time, it was before I really kind of knew things. It was maybe I can get close to him to learn secrets that I can thwart Malleus with or whatever. But he actually gave me good training, and he still is. Like, sure, it's rough and hard, and he probably won't bat an eye if I die on a job, but that's just how it is. Like, you know those like old man mentors or whatever. God, if he hears me, he's gonna kill me. But you know those old man mentors that are like, oh, they don't care whatever you do as long as you get the job done and stuff. But yeah. Like where you... Yeah. Welcome back.
You've been here for about 3 hours now. How's it going?
Honestly... I think pretty good. We've kind of open
Sweet.
talking about things.
Progress. Alright. Right on.
We've been yapping the night away.
Yeah. As long as it's been good.
Yeah. We've just been kind of discussing...
I'm be real, you look the most comfy out of the three of you. You chillin'.
Me?
Willow.
Oh, Willow. Yeah.
I was gonna call it a night, head home before the transit shuts down.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That
Yeah.
past midnight it gets real rough. Walking home.
Yes,
so.
it does. Yes, it does.
I luckily for me now, I don't need to worry about walking home. I can walk without, and yeah, Alma kind of been teaching me, or actually started to teach me a thing, which I finally learned how to do.
People learn things.
Like, poof, boom.
You can do the Percy thing.
Alright.
Yes.
You sure you're not related?
I mean, if you want to see something funny because of this,
You both have horns. You both have similar shades of hair and hair highlights. You're both.
well, the
kind of
horns are
Hey,
fake,
you got
but
the horns.
oh, no, here, let me take these
Relatable
off.
Attitude.
Here,
You both
look at
have
the horns.
shadow powers,
go.
and you
There
can
you go.
both turn invis.
Yeah, I bought horns
Makes a
that look
compelling
exactly
case.
like hers.
It does make a compelling case.
Yeah, it maybe in like a long time ago we could have had similar ancestors. I might have like a bit of devil blood in me. I don't know.
Maybe. Just a tiny bit of a tiefling.
For some reason, I started like thinking of DMC.
That
I
old-ass
mean,
game
I
series.
mean, you know what? I haven't done this in a while.
A few animes. Really stylish.
But here,
That's
let
true.
me. There we go.
What?
Huh?
In
Oh, that's right. You can just.
Wild
What?
shape. I'm a druid. My hair's not white, but I also have a flame
is
lit
that?
wick. I think it's like
Pokemon.
yes,
You can turn into Pokemon.
Isn't that like? Isn't that a ghost type?
yes.
what?
So it doesn't really
Doesn't
change
really-
much.
That's not a druid. That's like a necromancer.
It's an
Pokemon are
animal,
weird.
Kind of.
They're
Ghost
not
types
animals.
Are dead. No, ghost types are straight up dead.
I'm already half ghost type. I like normally.
Yeah, so you're necromancer.
Ooh,
you're not
bad.
controlling-
Ooh,
you're
bad,
not controlling
Aiden. Ooh.
You're not controlling nature. You're controlling a dead thing. I'm not saying it's bad.
Well,
I'm
I
just
get to
kinda
put
like,
Well, I gotta put that on the
like
resume now.
when someone calls my key magic, it's not magic. It's a bodily energy, and
Well, that's the
magic
thing.
runs on
Pokemon
mana, which is an external energy.
Aren't animals, so they don't follow the whole.
We're animals. Everything's an animal. If it
Well,
doesn't breathe,
Pokemon
it's
aren't.
just an
That's the
animal.
thing. They're not in the animal
How is-
tree. Trees or grass aren't animals. I can still talk to them. I know their feelings, their moods. Why do you think
Yeah,
I'm
'cause it's a plant.
like this place? Because
It's a
yeah,
plant.
they're not animals. Same
It's
thing
not
with
an animal, it's a
Pokemon.
plant. Pokemon are animals.
No.
How is it not an animal? One of them's literally a cow. Just straight up, it's a cow.
One of them.
Yeah,
A lot of them are
we
dogs.
yeah yeah.
Some dogs.
I know.
So that's an animal.
They got cats too.
Okay.
You tell me that cats and
What's
dogs
the
aren't animals?
what's the term? Cats and animals, cats and dogs, like, are animals, but Pokemon are not. They evolved into the same likeness as animals and plants. Oh, what's the term for it? It's like the same thing of like a dolphin and a shark. Wildly different. Like one's
Yeah.
a mammal,
evolution.
one's a fish, where they converged back into looking similar. It's the same thing with Pokemon.
Well, everything's evolving into becoming a crab sooner or later, but you know, it doesn't mean it's not an animal.
Carcinization. I can't wait to
Right?
grow claws.
I'm. You can.
I
say
have
I'm-
claws. They suck sometimes.
Yeah, actually,
Really
thumbs are
for
pretty good,
scratching the back,
actually. Hmm.
Alright,
That's
I
why
like.
I'm part spider now.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, that makes sense.
I can. I got lightning powers. Am I a Pokemon?
You're an electric type.
I mean-
Congratulations.
My point.
When I
I'm a
am
ghost type.
part Pokemon,
Like I actually
I
asked
can
someone,
use
like,
their
out-
moves.
If at a certain point, if you just go out and teach like a regular ass house cat how to use magic, technically you can pawn that off as a Pokemon now.
Dude, that's a good business.
Can I
way.
teach an axolotl how to
Don't
use
do that.
magic?
Okay,
Oh.
but like
Don't do
it would
that.
be
That was a joke.
like
Understood.
it would be good money.
If I start hearing that you're running a pet shop full of fire-breathing kittens, I'm gonna shut you down. I'm gonna call Pete on
It
you.
would
Hey,
be,
hey,
it would be
I
good.
do
PETA?
have a crabby
They still
that has
exist.
knives, that has 4 other crabs,
people that
also with
stupid will never
knives,
go
as
away.
a squad.
That's true.
His name is Captain.
Out of all of that, I heard his name is Captain, but you seem quite determined what you said.
I have a crabby that has knives with a squad of 5 regular crabs,
He has a
or
crab?
well, 4 now. Regular
got the-
crabs also have knives.
He's got the crabbo with the stabbo.
You're telling me
Yes.
you have a pet crab?
I have a pet crabby.
And you gave it knives.
Which is
Why'd
a
you give it
crab?
a knife?
No, well, so the thing is,
Crab battle.
At water-
It's got a knife.
Crab battle.
okay, 2 years
Crab
ago at the waterfront, in the waterfront district, there was a giant truck filled with crabs and a giant truck
Okay.
filled with knives that ran into each other. I
So the
rescued a
crabs
crabby that was
didn't
mixed up
die?
with the crabs,
Okay.
and in turn, the crabby recruited 5 crabs. Now there's only 4. I'll always
Did you get
remember
stabbed
him.
by the knife?
No. Seagulls are
Did you-
vicious.
No.
Ooh, that's rough.
Nature sucks.
Yeah, Seagull's dead though, but that was Captain's
good.
doing.
I'ma just glaze over that real quick. So, Pokemon are animals. I'm not going into these with me.
They're not animals.
You can lie to my face, but just let me have this one. Pokemon are animals.
I
Okay,
feel like
I don't think you realize who
I'm gonna pull out my phone just so I can record you saying that Pokemon are animals, and then that's gonna be my one post on Metagram for my entire life.
They're not animals.
God, I
They're
respect
their
you so
own
much, son.
separate kingdom.
Kingdom of what?
Pokemon. It's kind of in the name.
Do you,
Oh.
you know what? Do you know what mammals are?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what reptiles are?
Yes.
You know what avians are?
Yes, I
Those
do.
are animal kingdoms. Amphibians?
Have you ever spoke to a direwolf before?
Direwolf, no. Hellhound, yes.
Okay, that's a demon.
Frequently.
That's different.
Are hellhounds animals? Or are they demons or devils?
Hello.
My boyfriend, so. Person, technically, and people are animals.
Are they an animal in the animal kingdom?
Yeah.
Demons
Just
are
from a
not
different
animals.
ecosystem.
What?
Just from a different ecosystem. Yeah. They still fuck.
They're more like. Are they more akin
They
to
fuck and
spirits
reproduce
than
and have
anything else?
families and evolve.
Well, plants
They're
do
animals.
that too. So,
Yeah, 'cause
that
it's living
argument is
matter.
invalid.
Pokemon are animals. People keep them as pets. Train them, teach them, make them lifelong companions. They have feelings.
A lot more intelligent than animals.
That depends on the animal. Parrots, pretty fucking smart.
Have you ever seen a
Cockatoos, hella fucking smart. Ravens.
Alakazam?
Smarter
They
than
have an
most people.
IQ of 4,000.
That sounds ludicrous. Why is it what?
Why isn't Alakazam running for president?
Anything?
Man?
You know that
What?
anything.
Have you ever
over,
seen
like,
Doctor Strange? They do that on the regular.
You know that like anything over like 300 is clinically insane.
Yeah.
Oh. In age?
Like
But
you
I think
start losing
Pokemon are
grasp of
scary.
reality.
They're a lot scarier than animals.
I've seen some pretty fucking scary animals. Bears are terrifying.
Bears are funny.
Compared to other things,
Bears are fucking
I've just
natural
stopped
tanks.
people from trying
Okay,
to
you
chase
didn't see
bears
the one
before.
that came to the.
For
You
some
didn't see
reason,
the one
they
that
look
came
so
to the
cute.
fucking meat
But a weird
rack
hot spring.
that Asmo just like rode.
Oh my gosh. I saw pictures
yeah, that's
of
right.
that.
Circus bear.
Do you remember that?
I remember that. I have
Shit was
pictures and
funny.
everything.
You should have seen the mechanical
It's really
dinosaur
on its
zoos
back.
I remember
that
the,
we have
remember
in
the bear
Zafira.
totem pole. That was
You mean
great.
like an
Bear totem?
animatronic
No.
ride?
I
The
swear to
No.
God, it was like
Someone has
Asmo
made
was riding a
animatronic
bear, and then
dinosaurs
something else was riding
so
Asmo.
well that they think they're actual
It was
dinosaurs.
like stacked.
You know, whenever me and Asmo were
So they
together,
behave
Powder
exactly
was
like
like
dinosaurs
came
do.
up to me whenever he was
Isn't that
still
the
riding around
whole
on that bear.
point?
Was like, you
To
should
make
get a
it
bear
believable.
They
onesie.
broke
You
out of
should
the
get your
zoo
daughter a bear onesie, and you all
and
should
started
take
hunting
family
different
pictures
animals.
together. And I was like, why?
Oh, you've seen them at Hell's Row, right?
She was right.
Oh my gosh. Even Powder was like, I'll do your daughter's hair for you. I'll make her hair into like little bear
Yeah, no, those were
ears for the
animatronics,
photos.
not
And
actual
I'm like,
dinosaurs.
she'd probably scream.
Percy
She
and
doesn't,
Hansky came
she
together
doesn't like
to form
makeup. She doesn't
a
like her
massive
hair getting done.
two-teamed team to investigate. And yeah, no,
That's a partnership.
there's a corporation. There's a corporation that's producing these things and sending them to zoos for a lot cheaper than regular animals. Even though they have regular animals like direwolves that were actually direwolves, as well as
Still becoming
woolly
just
rhinos
Very confusing.
from Ilsador or whatever the place. They're all from up north. It's very confusing. Everything's
Yeah.
confusing.
Mm-hmm. That's why.
But there are.
It's a whole bunch of stuff that is just way too smart for me, and I
Yeah.
just get by in my own little bubble, and I keep my life small, and I'm pretty chill.
Yeah, it's just when they
Yeah.
break in through the actual bubble and somehow get to the meat rack that's when we question things.
I meant my comfort zone, dude. Not like
I know.
not like an actual.
But we have an actual bubble. We have an actual bubble at meat rack.
Cool. You're stretching your leg
It's a
there, champ?
shield. I don't know.
It's pretty really flexible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, that's the one that's the ghost one. Like, I can do that. It sucks. I don't control it. Well, I
Just gonna
do,
pretend
but
like
I
it's not-
don't.
I'll just pretend it's not happening. I'll try to stop pointing attention to it.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry
yeah.
about that. It's really rude of me.
Yeah, I know. It's all
Yeah,
good.
so
I
what the
forgive
fuck?
you.
It's all good. Thanks. Really, yeah, out of line. Anyway,
Hmm.
I mean, it's not like
Fucked
you
up, man.
talked about my arms, so you know, it's just, I mean, yeah.
I've never talked about your arms.
We haven't
Only
talked
when it's
about
been,
your
like,
arms at
on
all today.
topic.
I would
No,
never.
I
do
mean,
Like you're the one who brought up. You're the one who brought up your arms.
In example, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you brought up your
I
arm.
mean, you could actually. Yeah, you can actually. Astral project your arms and whatnot.
It's a technique, but yeah.
Yeah. This is because of druid stuff.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. It's a magical vine that I had to go searching for. Sent a group of people to also search for it.
That
They found it.
just looks honestly really inconvenient. Like, I can't imagine the kind of splinters that you have on your stub.
Oh no, they're vines, so it's not actually wood or bark. That's the fun part.
Really? It looks
Yeah.
like brown and hard.
Vines can be brown and hard. Well,
They're brown because of it's weird. It's a battle between the shadow and the druid, so they're constantly in a state of like regrowing and dying at the same time. It's weird.
That sounds really bad.
Oh,
Like,
it's sometimes painful if I focus
are
on
you
it.
experiencing like a chronic fatigue by chance?
Because of this, there's a lot of going on.
Yeah, that's not helping.
No,
No.
well, I'm losing my emotions, so that's fun.
You know what my actual advice for that is? Straight up, therapy. Like I'm not even joking around.
No, I'm not joking. I don't even have half a face anymore. Or half a head at that rate.
Therapy. They deal with people who have like 5th-degree burns on like 90% of their body, and they help them make a livable life. Therapy.
I don't think you understand. I don't have the chemicals to make certain things. Like I have half a head. It's not there.
I mean, he seems pretty coherent to me. What do you think?
I'm trying, though. I'm trying to be cheery and happy and all this
Mr.
fun
Scars
stuff.
does like literally does not have a brain. He still has emotions.
Well, am I turning into the same thing as him?
No, but you.
I'm
saying
turning
that you
into
don't
something
have
that feeds on
the
fear
organ.
that doesn't feel anything.
And are you cool with that?
Well, I have no choice in the matter, so I accepted it.
So is the choice.
Well, I can't get it removed because if I do, I'm just
We live
not
with
really.
Kitsune, Oni, shadow creatures, half ghost dude,
Yeah.
robots, a guy who literally just turned his imaginary friend into a talking ball. Yeah, shit's weird. And you're telling me that out of all the crazy shit we've done, all the crazy shit we've seen, robot fucking dinosaurs, you're telling me that you're giving up on saying that finding something that'll cure you is impossible? Dude.
Well, in that aspect, yes, because at this rate, I kinda. The entire time, I kinda wanted to keep it and wanted it, even though there was a chance.
And
So.
now you're having second thoughts?
Not really.
Okay.
As I said, I've accepted it. Like, even if I do have second thoughts now, I can't get it removed.
Gotcha. Talking to the wall. Anyway. I'm gonna call it a night.
Literally just.
No, you're at a state of mind where you want to stick to your guns, and we're talking in a circle right now, and conversation's not really going anywhere, so I'm disengaging, and we can follow it up again when we're refreshed. It's called taking a break and knowing when to disengage and not make an argument.
Thing I don't want it removed.
Yeah, that's fine. You live your life, bro. Anyway, Night night. Pokemon are animals.
You have a good night, man.
Say
No,
it.
they're not.
Say it and I'll leave. I won't even record it. I have no Chrome. I can't just like archive this. Zero Chrome at all.
Pokemon are not animals.
Pokemon are animals.
And I will die on this hill
Okay.
as the gym leader of the meat
Repeat
rack.
after me. Repeat after
No.
me. Pokemon.
No.
Pokemon.
I don't think he's gonna let this go, man.
I can
Are
stay here all night.
Animals.
Can you? I don't think you can.
They will kick you out.
Well, I mean, I guess they'll kick. I guess they'll kick me out without saying it.
Do you think I could arrest him for being uncooperative?
Yes.
No.
Someone who is a registered vigilante member with Zafira.
You're not in Saphira, chum.
We are in space.
No.
We are very much outside of Zephyrian
Yeah,
jurisdiction.
we are not part of Saphiran jurisdiction.
Are you really going to try to arrest me and have it reflect on your record here?
Oh, please, I would get written up every other week.
Hmm.
Sen.
Are you
What?
sure you want
How
me to
many
go
times have I
down this
gone
road?
into an
Alright, how
argument?
far
Yes.
do you...
Come on, just let it go, man.
No. Pokemon are animals. It's a living
No,
being,
they're not.
so it's an animal. Yes, it's an animal.
They are not animals, they're
What
Pokemon.
is it?
That's what they are.
People are animals.
Yeah.
We are mammals.
Pe-
And some people
Mammals are
also
in the
reptilian
animal kingdom.
And aquatic and amphibious.
But they are in the animal kingdom, yes.
Yeah. And they come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes and can do all sorts of different things. Some of them can breathe fire and do magic and all sorts of crazy stuff. And Pokemon also come in reptilian, mammal, avian, and aquatic variants. And they can also do just as much crazy stuff as we can. They're animals.
They are not animals. They're
You're so
Pokemon.
close-minded.
They are not animals.
I am going to go home. And when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to make a report and show my findings of why Pokemon are animals. I'm even going to get sources.
Sen.
I'm
Oh,
even going to
okay,
get
you're just gonna
sources.
write a fucking essay. That's
Yeah.
whatever.
I've never.
Go look it
I've
up.
never.
Go look
Yep,
up
I'm going.
Pokemon.
Yep.
And you'll see that they're not animals.
You know, do you know what their the most advertised Pokemon is?
Tell
Called
me.
a Pikachu, and it is defined as a lightning mouse. Mice are animals.
Yeah, because it's people trying to make references to what they know. That doesn't mean that they're right or wrong.
Well, I'm doing some research tonight. Have a good night.
Brick wall.
All right, good
By
night.
the way, it takes me forever to type.
Good.
Know
That's
that.
on you. I'm sorry.
You better read
Use
it.
your nose if you gotta.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Damn.
Like to see you
Good
try.
night, Sen. Good seeing you.
Again, Willow, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Have a good
It's
one,
nice meeting
son.
you too. You have a good night.
Peace out. Pokemon animals.
No, they're not.
Fuck off.
Pokemon are Pokemon. Go do the research.
Walk away. Walk away.
No, he's
Keep walking.
trying to bait me into talking about them.
Go.
What Pokemon actually are.
Next time he sees you, he's gonna run up with like 15 different papers, or maybe more than that, of
Yeah,
just
he's
documents
gonna-
upon
he's gonna-
documents.
You
wanna know something
Run
about
up
Trying
like a
to prove your
fucking
point.
100-page like fucking tome and just like.
Well, no.
throw it at you.
You want to know something? There was a big discussion one time,
Mhm.
and we kind of realized things about ourselves while talking about
Mhm.
something funny. the closest thing that we linked it to was I'm Sasuke, he's Naruto.
I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't tell him this.
I'm gonna leave the Leaf Village.
I already did long ago.
Damn.
Honestly, I wasn't actually expecting much today.
Mm.
No, I just have really one thought on my mind. Actual, technically two. One is, I wonder what the fuck Marge is gonna do when I call McCade father.
I don't watch.
She'll probably put you higher up on her list or something.
Probably.
Bump you up a
God.
couple spots.
God, it'd be funny. And I wonder what would he say, like, think or say if I ever call him that.
Would it be okay? Would it be father, dad? I'm not gonna say the other one.
You should say the other one.
Don't you dare say that other one.
I'm never
not
saying
gonna
the
say
other one. I know what you're saying. No, the one where I kind of referenced him as it, which was actually to Willow, was like as a reference to him, Papa.
Yeah, Papa, fucking.
Man, you should have seen the day at Orlando Saka where there was, for some reason, Malleus was there. Well as Toku.
Oh my god.
And I made the joke, oh hey, I hope my two fathers don't run into each other. And Toku went sprinting towards McKay, just stood him right face to face and was like, hey, Malleus. You know how Toku gets. He went full Toku on him. It was the funniest thing. Like, all of Orlando Saka was surrounding them that was in the forest. And there was this new, fresh, isekai person or whatever there, not knowing anything. And they're like, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah. Well, you see, two very powerful people are talking and talking. They're quote-unquote both my dads. And they're like, I don't understand. I'm like, don't try to. It'll hurt your head. There's too much context missing. So yeah, it was funny as fuck. You know how Toku. It was 100% Toku.
I told him about that date, and he's like, let me go. I'll go in your place. I'll take your date.
God.
Oh god.
I don't
And
know
I'm
if
like,
Toku's still
no.
alive, honestly.
Just call it a meeting.
Well, no, it gets weird. Oh yeah, here's the funny, fun, haha thing. How she's saying it. As I said earlier, Sparks is my sister. Oops is my brother. And McKay is, in the sense, Papa. She's about to go on a date with him.
No, she's about to meet up with him.
Okay, here's the thing. I think he is considering it a date. Which, okay, at the end of the day,
You said that's what he said.
Yes, it is what he said. It is what he said. He
So-
said it at the gala. He by the way, I don't know if I told you this in our conversation. He openly started flirting with me in the gala after I said, "Oh, I don't have a partner with me." And he's like, "Oh, let me be your partner." And then he started trying to compliment my appearance later on in the night and all the sorts and trying to make do with conversation, and then at the end started making kissing noises. Which I'm concerned because you said you knew what he was doing, which I'm really concerned on what you meant by that, by the way.
Wait,
And that's
about
whatever
what?
he considered a date. Because I said all that, and then, like, with the flirting and, like, the, complimenting the appearance and then making the kissing noise. And then you said you knew what he was doing whenever we spoke about it, at Meatrack. And I was really concerned on what you meant by that.
did?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
had
remember this.
Yeah, you
This is
said
on
that.
you now.
Yeah, you said that, and I was really concerned on what you meant by that. You said you knew what he was doing. Or that he knew what he was doing.
I don't remember that at all. Huh. But yeah, no, that's why she said the comment of
Which one? I'm so lost. What do you...
the edgy.
Oh, the edgy child? Oh, yeah. I've just
The
been calling
edgy
him my
child?
edgy
Yeah, we were
child.
in a
Who? Malleus?
Me.
Oh, you.
Yeah. Which was a joke
I can see it.
because of the whole going on a date thing. Because when she told me this, I wasn't concerned about going on the date with McKay. It was more of the fact of how it would work out.
I'm going on a date with your dad, shitless.
Ugh.
God damn it. At least I still have my humor. And my reaction to humor. I'll keep that. One moment, I need to speak with my mind. Okay, I'm good.
Just laughing, maybe a little
No
crying, but,
context,
you
by
know,
the
it's
way.
fine.
No context. Hmm.
I think this is how I cope with my situation. I just make really shitty jokes about it, about you being my son.
I mean,
Understandable.
nothing else we really can do.
Oh, I feel like I fucked up my life, but it is what it is at this point. It will just, I guess, go from there.
I mean, you haven't fucked up beyond repair.
Well, this could go one of two ways. It's either I'm gonna have to lie about my entire life to this man during the date.
Mm-hmm.
Could go
That's what you should do.
so south and into something entirely different, especially if he liked the date. Don't even know if that
Just,
will even happen.
just-
I could be
just
like
say-
a.
just
I have a
Just
very
literally-
bad and
literally
funny feeling
come
if
up-
you do that.
come up with the most boring life story you could ever imagine. Fucking white picket fence. He'll lose interest immediately, I promise you.
I want to know what you
So-
have to say.
Andrew, that's what he wants. He wants a normal picket life or whatever. Think about it.
Yeah, but I don't think he's interested in people who have had that life.
He also would be
beyond that.
interested in someone lying about themselves. So he's going to think of it as a challenge. Ooh, I must go get it and like figure them out or whatever, and like try to ask questions until they reveal it.
Yeah, because I
Or you
figure
just
even
lose
if I
it,
lie,
you just
he'll
fucking
figure it out.
I mean, you could just like info dump him like the moment you start the date.
Like immediately
And then
just
there's
start
nothing else to, and then
dump.
there's nothing else to talk about. Yeah.
So just start talking about everything that
mean-
happened, but in like one go, just not even like
Mhm.
give
Mhm.
any
Yeah,
second.
Don't give him a chance to
Don't
like
give him a
talk at all. Literally just be like, this is my life from when I was like gained conscious memory until now. Do it in like 10 minutes. Easy
I
clap.
just tried to do that with Sen, and it was a miserable failure, I think.
Well, okay, but because Sen actually cares. Sen, like, you know, wants you to get better.
What I worry about is if I do lie and he immediately notices that I've lied. That's what I'm worried about, because I don't know how he's gonna react to that. So that's why I'm just like, do I just actually go and tell him everything that happened in my mind for him to find out that I killed a part of him?
Oh shit, right. I forgot
Exactly.
About that part. Okay, yeah,
That's
don't
what I'm
tell
talking
him that one.
about.
Don't tell him that one.
But yeah, no, yeah, definitely tell them about, yeah, you lived in a suburban home with a white picket fence in the middle of Zafira.
I mean, technically I did, so
That's
I don't
Willow.
think that's lying at that point.
What do you mean technically? Where would you put a picket fence in Zafira?
There's these things called a dome home. My parents had a dome home. They basically made it look like a suburban home, that sorts, and we got robbed. And they were both killed at
forgot about
gunpoint in the
those.
house. Yeah.
Oh. Sorry to hear.
It is what it is, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I don't feel anything because I barely got to see either of them.
Yeah.
I think the part that worries me is the fact that he feels very similar to how my past is, with how my grandfather was the same way, and I feel like he's the same way, and I feel like I've been told I'm like my dad, and I got told by Toku not to even follow in my dad's footsteps. Because my dad did the same thing. He got close to the person, but the person fucked him up so badly.
Granted, I don't... Well, Toku's... Same thing, if not worse.
Yeah.
Well, he tried to spark riots and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That killed quite a few people. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
I don't even know how the date's gonna go. I'm nervous about it.
It'll be fine.
My worry is where things go next after that. If I'm gonna die or they get worse.
He doesn't kill. That's the one thing he doesn't do is kill.
Damn, you
He
flexing.
almost...
Shut up.
I mean, whenever we got rid of the thing that was in my head, it started killing me. I don't know. Yeah, I was half brain dead by the time that we got out. I lost almost half of my memories on certain things. I still knew how to talk.
You
and
said
do a
that
lot,
that was Marge trying to extract or take whatever was there out.
Oh no, it was me that killed the thing that was in my hand. I stabbed it. It was technically him. Because I was scared. Because, he wanted a doll in this house that I was in, and I didn't even know who else was in this house other than just me and him. And then he had like a wall where he erased my entire name and put his name there instead. So someone told me that they were worried that he was trying to change me into what he was, or that he would be my only worry. And I guess that scared me to a point.
That's why we're gonna try to make sure he doesn't do stuff like that anymore. Show him that he's actually hurting people and not bringing them happiness.
Mm.
So, should probably start heading out.
Yeah, I didn't even realize what time it was until now.
Yeah. I have a bounty I have to prep for tomorrow. Group of us raiding a gang hideout.
Which one?
I don't know the details yet.
Alright.
I have to.
All I know is I should bring multiple guns. So.
Good luck. Even though you don't need it.
Yeah. No, I don't need it.
I have to go
Gotta
back
make sure everyone gets
to
out.
Kaiku's place and probably hook myself back up to heart monitors and the sorts for a bit again. Make sure that I'm not gonna die from a fucking head aneurysm, because it's apparently what happened whenever I passed out.
Jesus. I'm sure it won't, but
I don't know.
hope it doesn't.
We plan to try and talk to Fable and Dylan at some point. Dylan actually came over the same day that happened, to try and figure out what was going on, but she recommended that we spoke to Fable instead because Fable was more knowledgeable in aberrations. But this is also to make sure that I'm not gonna die somehow from this.
Yeah.
Tired.
You read the rail?
Yeah, I'm going on there. Bye-bye. Okay. That was a nice small trip. Definitely gave Willow some food for thought, especially with that deep conversation that Sen and Aiden had. Alright, I am going to end stream here. I will see you all maybe on Saturday for like an hour or an hour and 30 minutes or 2 hours. Depends, because I have some IRL stuff that I have to do that same day, like later. I do also work that day too, so we will see if I'm up for it. If not, then probably we'll be doing stuff on Sunday for maybe meat rack. Depends on if I work that day too. If not, then probably stuff for Eden Lost, because we haven't done that since last week because I took a bit of a break. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.